So what happens when you take the XPeng to the highway with standard mode, sticking to the speed limits and just let it ride? Today we are putting efficiency to the test with our XPeng in the highway, standard mode, no eco tricks, just a real drive. Let's go here then to the car. Let's go for drive first. Let's put it on standard mode. And we have X pedal, standard, comfort. So we have it all settings here. Let's go here to the air. We have it on. Let's turn off energy saving mode. So we have it all set up. Let's go here then for the vehicle. So we are going to talk about the about 20, okay? So as soon as we enter in the highway, I will reset this trip A, and then we will count the 20 kilometers first for to check the first milestone, and then we will continue until we exit fully the highway, and we will check again the about 20, and we will take the last 20 kilometers that we made, and we will have these two measurements to use for our control here. This is the first one, all settings in standard, no eco-saving information here, and we are going to drive on the highway. Okay, let's just move first and let's go to the highway. So guys, today is highway in standard mode. So this belongs to the series of the Ride With Me that we started already in the channel. So the first two movies we did was on urban drive in standard and eco driving modes, so that we can compare then the consumption and the handling of the car. So today we are going to do the first video of the highway. And so today it's going to be then highway in standard mode. This means that I have the car configured to standard mode. I have no eco saving settings in the car, and we are about to enter in the highway, and I will reset here the trip. So let me just set it 0. Okay, so we are in the highway. We are going to drive as normally I do. So of course, taking in consideration the speed limits of the highway, but not taking in consideration any situation to try to save energy. So we start already with a situation, very strange situation, that is someone stopping in a highway. Oh God. And just driving. this is crazy sometimes in the street. So guys, let me explain a little bit what we are going to do today. So we are in a highway. We are going to do a new video for the series Ride With Me. And this series is meant to compare different driving styles and different driving modes on the XPeng, and see then the difference on handling and consumption of the car. So the first two videos were with urban drive. So we did it on a urban route, and we made it on standard mode without any eco savings settings, and then we made it with eco in mind, and we compared both results, and I think it was a nice test. And now today we are doing the first video of the Ride With Me on the highway. So today is on standard settings. So again, no eco saving in mind. So I am driving as normally I do in a highway. So of course, taking in consideration speed limits, but it's not going to be a religious drive. So I will not try to be exactly on that point. And in terms of average, we are going to do in a different way that we did on the first two videos, because this time I cannot start the consumption from the scene start measurement, because we were not already in the highway. So I want to have this measurement only about highway. So I did a reset to trip A. So that we can use then the scene start, the about 20, so the last 20 kilometers that we did. So we are going to, as soon as we reach the 20 kilometers mark, we will check then the about 20, to check how the car is handling for the first 20 kilometers. And then we will continue. So that will be the first measurement. And then we will continue driving for more, I think 13 or 14 kilometers in the highway. And then we will, as soon as we exit the highway, we will check again the about 20, and we will consider those last 20 kilometers as a second measure, so that we have more or less two measures to compare then when we drive the eco mode settings and check both of them. Okay, guys? Today it's 18 degrees outside. There is some wind, but not that much, so it is a good time also for that. So it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So we are in 18 kilometers currently. My scene start is saying 21 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. And the about 20, it's also around 21, so it's more or less aligned. But let's see when we reach the 20, the first measurement, it will be there. So today there's a little bit more traffic than usually we have in this highway, mainly because today it's going to be played the football match between Benfica and Sporting. And this match can define the champion of the Portuguese league. So the game starts in about 1 hour, more or less. So there are already a lot of traffic going in this direction to go and watch the game. And we are reaching the 20. So 20, we have a 20.6 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. This is the first mark. So 20.6 for these 20 first kilometers in the highway. So I can tell you already that uh, the next part of the route will be better in terms of consumption, because it is a little bit more downhill than this first part of the highway. And also that's why I decided to make the full and have two measurements, so that I be fair, because of course it's not only the car and the driving style that defines the consumption, it's also the highway itself. So depending on the roads that you are doing, if it is more downhill or uphill, it will also of course define the consumption of the car. So that's why I decided to make these two measurements. So I didn't saw the time when we enter the highway, but we will check then on the recording, so that we can calculate also the time to make these kilometers here, and calculate the average speed also. So we have entered in a 100 kilometer per hour zone. It is downhill, and we have a speed control system over here. So I will just come here to the right and go to 100 kilometers per hour also. So 27.5. On my scene start, it's 20 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers of average. On the about 20, it's 18.3. So we have been reducing a little bit, as you can see here on the graph. So we are going to exit this highway and then continue here for a couple of more kilometers in another one. So almost 30 kilometers, and I think we have now about 3 or 4 kilometers more in the highway. Now, as you can see, these last 3 kilometers were uphill, so we are already affecting the average consumption here also. And we are going to exit now, so 33, and we have here a couple of kilometers more. So we will end on the toll. We started on the toll and we will end on the toll. So we are reaching the end. So yeah, I think 34 will be more or less the amount of kilometers, and we are going to reach then, let me check here, and we are in the toll. So yeah, 34, and we have 18.1. So 18.1 was the second measurement that we had for this ride, okay, and we have concluded then the test for the highway in standard mode. And as I said, we will do then a second row here. The second video will be on exactly the same conditions, I mean the same route, the same highway. We will do the same measurements, but then the car will be configured to eco-saving mode on driving mode and on AC also. And I will try to drive a little bit more inside the speed limit, as if I was trying just to save energy and driving a more relaxed way. Okay, and then we will compare both measurements to see if there is a big difference or not. I remember that if you didn't saw the first two videos, just check it, because there is in fact a big difference in consumption depending on the way that you drive and the way that you set up your car. So it's a good way to check that, so that you can take your own settings and save some energy if that is your objective. So, guys, once again, thank you very much for being here with me. I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you did so, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get more videos like these on my channel. And of course, if you have any suggestion, if you have any comment to do, just leave a comment over there in the comment section, and I will reply to all of them until it's possible. I will continue to reply to every single comment. And I see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.